Yo, what's really good, future? And all my new nurses, my aspiring nurses, and all the other nurses who are watching this. I got an email, an elaborate email, which came to me about a month ago. Actually, it was on December 28th, 2016. So this is right before New Year's. I feel like it's a question that I could answer to help a lot of people. And if you're returning for my other content, that will resume next week. I'm just gonna do this for all my fellow nurses. So I hope you guys get an insight of what I'm about to talk about. It comes from a guy named Liju. That's a pretty interesting name, Liju. Hey, I'm one of your YouTubers and I was wondering if I could ask a few questions. Okay, so I'm new to the adult world and I never had the kind of parents to help guide me through the right direction. I've lived my whole life sheltered, which I'm 22, I've never worked and don't know basic terms, and most adults know, like, I just learned the difference between a credit card and a debit card today and realized it's my own fault for not looking into this stuff on my own. I may be starting a job for the first time and I'm scared and nervous with a new sense of freedom. So I was wondering, what kind of car do you drive? And what should I get for my first car? That is a very big piece of advice that I could give you, but I'm not going to tell you what kind of car you should get because you because you just might get the wrong car. You know, a Prius is good on gas, and how should I go about buying it? Like, should I save and pay half, or pay in monthly and pay it all together, or would that be bad for credit, etc. And I'm thinking of being a travel nurse, and my whole family comes from a medical background, and what I want most is to travel, but I also want to live comfortably. How hectic does it get when you're called in for surgery? Or what do you do generally? Or how much free time do you get, and does that improve? Because I know once you get free time, that's when you can explore. And what other jobs do you think would be better, maybe for me? Like, travel is what I want. Okay, this is a very elaborate email. The transition from child to adult. I am still familiar with this, and so are plenty of other people who are actually transitioning into adulthood. You're asking me, like, what's the difference between this and this? Well, a lot of it is kind of like experience, and one of the most important things to keep in mind is that you will learn along the way. As for your car situation, alright, this is my personal advice, okay? What kind of car should you get? You're asking the very wrong person, because I'm gonna tell you this right now. If I could turn back time and get a car that I wanted, I would have gotten a BMW 4 Series. Only problem with that is when you do pay for cars like that, you could either pay a down payment to own over time, or you could pay it half and then keep paying monthly, or you could pay it in full. It's really up to you. The thing about paying monthly is you're going to build credit over time, and you need to build credit. And the only reason why is because when one day you decide to buy a house and you have a good credit score, they will give you the loan that you need to put down on a house. Or for example, you want to build a business one day and you don't have the money, or the what's that term I'm looking for? You don't have the down payment for a business. You could always take out a loan. And for example, if you were building your credit along the way, your bank sees that you have good credit, they could give you like a business loan or a mortgage for a house. So I hope that answers that question. Now, when it comes to the medical background, I don't do specifically OR surgery. I do like post-op care for cabbages. My practice right now is very different since I am a travel nurse. Being a travel nurse, wow, I've learned a lot within the past 4 months, or past 4 months that I've done it. And the thing about travel nursing is a lot of people have this conception that when you become a travel nurse, you're going to practice in your area. Now, need I remind you, I have about a year plus experience in cardiac surgery ICU, which again, I take care of patients post-op out of having a fresh surgery on their heart, and when it comes to travel, you are not going to practice in the area that you want, but they will put it on like your resume that you went here for that position. But keep in mind that you will always be the first to float to another unit. And the reason why I don't mind it specifically is because when I first became a nurse in the med-surg unit, I was always floating to other areas of the hospital, trying to get as much experience as I can. And plus the money was great at the time when I was living in Alaska. You also ask about time in general. So you're only required to work 36 hours a week. but you could always pick up overtime. The great thing about nursing right now is that there's just a high demand in hospitals needing good nurses, and this is all over the United States. And I think it's just because the fact that the baby boomers and the people from World War II, they are starting to, what's it called? They are starting to, I don't want to say the word die. They are starting to, you know, slowly wean off, if that's a good choice of medical words. Okay, they're starting to perish, is what it is. That generation is slowly getting to that point where, like, you know, they're approaching their 80s, their 90s, their 100s, and a lot of healthcare problems are, you know, on the rise, especially with heart. Heart problems is #1 in the world. Okay, so with 36 hours, sometimes you get like 3 days on, 4 days off, and sometimes you'll have like 1 day on, 1 day off, 2 days on, 1 day off. Like, really does depend on what hospital you work at. Since I'm doing travel, they kind of set up my schedule, so my schedule is very messed up right now. That gives you a lot of free time to explore on your days off, of course. And what other jobs do you think would be better? And I don't think there is a better job for nursing. What I can say to you is you have to find what you really like in nursing, and that's why when you are your 3rd or 4th year in nursing, you have to figure out what specific areas that you enjoyed the most, so therefore you could start working toward that goal. Some people don't like to stay bedside nurse. Like for me, I know for a fact that nursing is only gonna be like another gig for about another 1.5 years, so I could save money. You know, I know it's not gonna be forever that I do this. Some people do it for a very long time because the money's just that good and they have the freedom. What I have to tell you is, as long as you're young and you have great experience, go ahead, go for it. And if you are able to, get ICU experience. 1 to 2 years of ICU experience will level you up so much more, and it'll give you the tools and the knowledge needed to take care of certain patients. I hope that actually helps you out, okay? And I know that this was a lengthy video for those who are watching. I apologize. I tried my best to answer all these questions with good faith in what I know in this world. You know, I'm still learning. I'm still a student of life. I'm still a student in nursing. And do I ever forever want to stay bedside nurse again? No. I'm probably gonna go for my master's, do something better, and that's about it. Hope y'all are having a great new year so far. Hope you guys are hitting all your goals so far. We're only 1 month into the year, and that's really quick. We have 11 more months till Christmas again, and I'm just rambling. Hope you guys take care. I'll see you guys in the next video.